How y'all doing? And thanks for tuning into Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, and yes, gigantic F-600 dually pickups, just like you're seeing here. Oh, your buddy got a new F-350? Huh, how about an F-600? What were we looking at? The front end, pretty much the same as the F-350, but we went ahead with our amber white mPower light in a 4-pack, set on the first pattern out the box in an alternating 2x2 color swap pattern. Very nice and easy. Above that, we have our Wicked Warnings roof light plug and play auto flasher kit. Plugs in right behind the passenger grab bar. Super easy. Wire drops right out the passenger floor and up to the auxiliary switches. On an F-600, you may need to drill a hole in the floor because it doesn't have the provision for the rubber grommet for the running board lights like a 350 would. No big deal. Snap in a grommet, you're good to go. Above that, and all around the KUV body, we're featuring our Thin-X in amber white. Now, we did set up all of the warning in amber, which you can do, and we're going to also utilize aux switch number 2 for steady white on only the side and rear Thin-X. Now, this will give him the top front Thin-X still warning, the roof lights and the grill still warning in case the guys need a little work light around the truck, and around the back he'll have some warning when the top Thin-X's on the back go white with the napide lighting, which you'll see shortly. So once again, mPower 3-inch amber white on the grill, 4-pack. We've got our auto flasher plug and play roof kit on the factory roof lighting and some Thin-X flashing only amber, but this has capability of flood white all around the KUV body. And yes, I was told that is the biggest KUV body you can get. So if your buddy says it's bigger, he's lying. That's the biggest one there is. You can walk in it, you can talk in it, you can fit 14 people inside if you had to. It's very large in there. Now that I activated switch 2, you can see that the side is flooded steady white, and that'll work with or without warning. That's just one of the features in that Thin-X LED light. Alrighty, around the back we've got our Thin-X up high to mimic the front, and below that we've got those nappy napad lights, the factory strobe lights that are integrated into the napide body and are activated via pink power wire underneath the rear of the truck. Got a document on that on our website under the manuals tab. If you like those nappy napad lights and you have the same taillights, you might have them same strobes there, you just need to get some power to them. Now that we turned off the steady white, you can see those top Thin-X return back to that default pattern that we've got set all across the truck. That's just a nice, fast double flash. We didn't need long distance warning on this truck, so we just went with a nice pattern that's tolerable if you happen to be walking around the truck and working. All right, this is going to be kind of a shorter video because I'm not going to get into too much detail as far as how all this is ran. We kept it fairly simple. We started, listen closely, we started at the driver's rear upper light. We then dropped down to the driver's most rear toolbox light. We then jumped to the center toolbox, then to the driver's front toolbox light, where we jumped up to the driver's top forward-facing light. We went from there over to the passenger top forward-facing light, and from there we went down to the passenger side-facing most forward light. That's where that ran of wire ended. That was 18.6 or 18.5 that we ran all that through. We also ran the same configuration on the driver's side, passenger side rather. On the passenger side upper rear light, we ran down to the passenger side most rear toolbox light. We jumped to the center toolbox, then we jumped to the forward toolbox. At that point we were left with two 18.5s. Because this amperage load is so low, we combined the two 18.5s to a single 18.5 and ran it forward. Now that'll give us all the features that we need. We really only needed power, ground, and flood. But if you wanted synchronization, go with an alternating pattern, whatever, the 18.5 will allow you to do that as you daisy chain through the lights. So that's as easy as that is to wire. The front mPowers were all extended with our 22.5 individually joined up and ran to the auxiliary switch, which is right on the passenger fender there. I left a little slack so they could remove the grill if they had to, but it's very simple to extend the mPowers and run them. And of course, the roof light kit goes right underneath the grab bar, drops through the floor, and goes to the auxiliary switches. So as far as what's in the package, it's everything that we've seen here, the 4 mPowers, the roof kit, and the 10 Thin-X amber white. So we're also going to put 18.5 and 22.5 in there as well. Because this is a big old truck, I'm just going to put 100 feet of 18.5 and 50 feet of 22.5, and you can kind of have a little extra 22.5, and you should be good to go. I'm going to throw in 2 fuse kits as well. We got a little bit of information on why you would use the 2 fuse kits. I'm going to add to the end of this video, as well as a little bit of behind the scenes on how we wired up the grill and what we did there. Now, I used an 18.3 in the grill, but you can use the 22.5 just the same, ran it the same way. It won't be a big deal. You can do the grill pretty much the same way. So that's it for this monster. Thanks again for tuning in. This is definitely one of our oversized builds on this F-600 KUV body. And we'll be doing a whole bunch of these all the same, so you might see these running around the Chicagoland area. And if you do, give them a wave and let them know that you saw the truck on Wicked Warnings. We'll talk to you soon on the next video. Thanks again for tuning in to your #1 source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, and J&S Plumbing Incorporated's fleet of F-600 KUV body trucks. We'll see you guys later.